What's up, everyone? It's Avid on Arcade. I got the game, and I hope you had a happy holiday, because I know I sure did. I'm here to show you the 20th Anniversary Limited Edition PlayStation 4 that was announced leading up to the PlayStation Experience that happened in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago. Now, the biggest draw of this was that it is inspired by the original PlayStation, and that it only has 12,300 copies available. Worldwide, that means Japan had their own, set allotment of these, US did, and Europe. Now everyone had their own way of, selling these. For us, we had to wait on Twitter until we got like an announcement for a link just so we could buy it in the store. Japan had a lottery system, and Europe actually had two versions of how they can go about getting one. One was through a charity event, and the second one was if they found a pop-up shop and brought a small piece of nostalgia from PlayStation and knew a password, which I actually forgot what it was. They actually got to buy these for $20. Well, 20 pounds, whatever that converts to for, American and everywhere else. That's still amazing. For the rest of us, we had to pay the full original retail price, which was $499.99, and plus tax, you know what that comes out to. Either way, if you're a collector and a big fan of nostalgia like myself, you're going to want to have these. Of course, these are all sold out already, and if you've been watching eBay, you know that they've been going for over $1,000 each already, before they even actually got shipped. I was lucky to have mine shipped on Monday, and I got here on the 23rd, 2 days before today, Christmas. So I'm here to show you first what it looks like on the inside. So as you can see, it looks like a big white box, but in reality, it's a sleeve because on the inside, it's black. So I've seen some unboxings already where they have these tabs right here, and you tear it off to pop it off, but I'm going to try to just slide it off because a lot of people have been ripping them off, and I don't want to do that. I want to keep this in best possible condition. So let's see if we can slide this off from the top. There we go. Alright, that's great. So it's all in one piece. We don't have to worry about wrecking that. And as you can see, it's got the same thing, but it's a darker logo. It has the original PlayStation logo, 20th anniversary. It's embossed. It's really nice black case. Let me get this out of the way. So let's open up this bad boy. You can see it has like this diagonal cross opening, so we're gonna just slide it open, and voila. So we only really see the PlayStation at first, but we'll pop it off in a second. Open it to the side. Got a lot of padding. We find how you open this part. Oh, so there's a little sleeve on the side. And here we find the super slick camera that this also came with. So you can see it's got this really cool original PlayStation logo right here on the camera. And you notice, obviously, the first thing is that it's gray. It's like the original gray from the original PlayStation. That's the big draw to this system. Aside from just being a paint job, it actually has these cool logos on them, as well as these really nice embossed, not embossed, it's like etched into the system panel. And it says, it's got the original PlayStation symbols from the controller, like, the X, circle, square, and triangle, plus the number 2 to, represent the 20th anniversary. We also have here, this side, the controller that everyone really loves and they want this to be released for everyone separately, just so anyone can buy this controller, and I don't blame them. It's a really cool controller. It's really sweet. It's like original gray. It's awesome. A lot of people hate the gray. I mean, no one really liked it to begin with, but it's nostalgia, and that's what makes it look cool. It's got the original PlayStation button in the center. Like I said, the original PlayStation colors for the symbols, and even the touchpad right here also has some etching just a bit. The symbols and the 2 to represent the 20th anniversary. Looks really sweet, awesome. Can't wait to try that out. Of course, it's just like any other regular controller, but it's because it's limited. And this is a stand, so you can actually put this on vertically, so you can stand it up, which is probably the best way of showcasing this system because of the way everything is laid out. You wouldn't want to lay it flat because you wouldn't be able to see the edition number or anything like that. Now I'm going to try to get the system out. Now here we go. Actually, it's not that light. The box itself is really heavy, but with everything else, I guess that's what it is. Now, as you'll see in the close-ups, you'll be able to see all the etchings closer. Like, again, there's another PlayStation logo, original here with the red, yellow, and teal colors. And the little cool plaque that says the 20th anniversary. And I see what number I have is, I actually have 1,552. That's a pretty low number, I guess, considering there's 12,300 of them. So that's pretty cool. And that's why you want to stand this up vertically, because you want to show it off. It's for bragging rights, really. I mean, we're paying for this system a little bit more than what it's generally going for right now, but you can't get this anywhere else. You'll also notice that on the back, it's all etched as well. And of course, this has the PlayStation 4 logo on the back, the actual PlayStation 4 logo. And yeah, it looks great. I mean, I like the gray. I think it looks great. I haven't had a PlayStation 4 yet. I was planning on waiting. I thought about getting one this Christmas, and I was lucky enough to wait and then see this get announced and then hope to get it. I spent pretty much my whole Saturday trying to wait for the announcement when they were going to give out the link. I watched the whole PlayStation experience, which was really good, I thought, and made me really excited about what the future for PlayStation. And then we had to wait till Twitter announced it, and the PlayStation blog tweeted about it, and that was like another hour or so before they announced it. The PlayStation experience took like 2 hours or something like that. It was a really long conference, but it was worth it. I mean, I wish it could have been shorter. And ultimately, they finally announced it. A lot of people said that it sold out within minutes, which wasn't true. The site did get bombarded, and it got slammed right away. I feel bad for them because, you know, you always try to prepare for that sort of thing, but you're always going to get slammed. And I think I spent like 45 minutes before I thought I would give up, and my PayPal actually went through. I actually had 3 computers on. I had a laptop, a desktop, and I was even remoting in to my household Mac to try to purchase one of these. And ultimately, yeah, PayPal went through 45 minutes out, so that's proof that they were still being able to, you know, to buy. And I tried to get another one from a friend, but sadly one was enough, which is great because that's all I really wanted. So that's pretty much it for the PlayStation 4 20th Anniversary Edition. There's nothing else different on the inside. Obviously, we know that it's the same thing. It's 500 gigabytes of space in there, so it's still pretty low. You're going to want to upgrade it no matter what because everyone's going digital these days. And if you've noticed that they also released the PlayStation 20th Anniversary theme for your Vita, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4. I'm not sure if it actually comes already installed in this. Either way, it's free, so you'll be able to get it. And of course, I forgot to show you this. This is probably just a bunch of information and whatnot as far as details of the system. Everything's really nicely packaged. They did a really good job of the adapter or the power cord. Very nicely done and packaged. They put a lot of love into this packaging and this system release. They didn't have to do this. You know, a lot of people said it's just a rip-off, but either way, they didn't have to do this. No one has to buy it, but if you're a big fan of PlayStation, if you grew up with this, it's a nice piece to add to your collection. So one last thing I forgot to show you guys. This was actually on the outside of this box. This was inserted in the shipper box, which is a little bit odd because I didn't know what it was. But after opening it, it's just, you know, get the most out of your PlayStation 4. They give you like $10 on the PlayStation Network. And it's basically for the PlayStation camera. So it gives you this stand, I guess. It's like how to position it, you know, hold it onto your TV or wherever you're going to set it up. And it's also in gray. I'm wondering if they didn't actually think about this prior to doing the packaging because it's not in here. And they put it in a little, you know, bubble wrapped envelope and to ship it on the side of it, which is pretty interesting. Either way, it's really cool. You know, it bends and folds, flexes, so you can put it wherever you want to, and also has, like, you know, the logo on the side right here. Nothing fancy, but it's cool that they thought of it at the last minute, or maybe, you know, prior to that. Either way, it's great that we have this. So that's pretty much it for the PlayStation 4 20th Anniversary Limited Edition. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. I know I'm going to enjoy this very much, checking it out. Like I said, it's my first PlayStation 4. I forgot to actually buy any games for it. I did preload some games on the PlayStation Network, so I think I have Transistor and Mercenary Kings to play. But I got to go to the store and pick up Dragon Age, Inquisition, and maybe Shadow of Mordor as well. And maybe, Far Cry. So yeah, if you guys actually want to game with me, just let me know. I'm going to put up my information on the bottom and, you know, wherever here somewhere afterwards in the post-production. So hit me up if you guys want to play something, add me. I'm Abbott on Arcade, and this is Got to Game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.